These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to a special celebrity edition of Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. Here they are, the Eggheads. You ready for some moves, Eggs?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's see. Doing their best to put on a sparkling performance against our team of quiz Goliaths today are 11 left feet. Now, the talent on this team have all graced the Strictly Come Dancing ballroom. And if that wasn't exciting enough, in an Eggheads first, the challengers have brought an extra member to hopefully help them waltz their way to a win. So, let's meet them.
My name's Cassidy Little. I'm a retired Lance Corporal from the Royal Marine Commandos, and I won the People Strictly with the beautiful Natalie Lowe.
Hi, I'm Jay McGuinness, and I'm a member of The Wanted and won Strictly 2015 with Aliona Villani.
Hi, I'm Robin Windsor, an ex-professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing, most remembered for dancing with the wonderful Lisa Riley.
Hi, I'm Anthony Ngogo, a boxer. I was in Strictly 2015. However, if you blinked, you may not have saw me because I left quite early.
Hi, my name's Karen Clifton, and I'm a professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing, and I was lucky enough to be partnered with Jeremy Vine.
My name's Kevin Clifton, better known as Kevin from Grimsby. I'm a professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing.
So, Cassidy and team, hello.
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 Great to see you. Cassidy, explain the team name that you've chosen, 11 left feet.
Well, there's 12 of us. There's 12 feet here, supposedly. There are 6 people, but unfortunately, I'm obviously missing one. So if you take one out, you end up with 11.
That's quite a good way of illustrating it, actually.
Yeah.
OK. Quizzing is the key here, Cassidy. Have you been doing a battle plan? Have you had a team meeting?
I'll be honest, these guys have been practicing quite hard upstairs, and before they got here, I haven't at all. So it's going to be a bit of a shock to the system for me.
All right. Any strong subjects or weak subjects for you, Cassidy?
For me specifically, no, they're all weak subjects.
OK, all right. That's encouraging from the captain. Jay, what about you?
I think TV, film, music, I'll be okay. And then, history is... no.
History, no.
Yeah. I know history exists, but I don't know much of it.
Robin, how about you? Outside dancing, music and the obvious, what are you hoping for?
I think I'll be all right with geography and perhaps TV, film, things like that.
Good. Anthony, I'm thinking sport for you, maybe.
Exactly, yeah. I think sport, I should be okay, obviously being a boxer, but you never know on things like this. But yeah, other than that, it's back to the GCSE drawing board and see what the brain can remember.
Now, at the end, we have got the legends, Karen and Kevin Clifton, playing together. So are you going to go in the booth together then?
Yes,
I
apparently.
think so.
We're hoping that our 2 brains might equal at least half of one of the Eggheads' brains.
But what happens if one of you says it's one answer and the other says the other, and there's how are you going to deal with that?
I think we're going to have to compromise.
No, I think you know, Jeremy, that we're going to go with Karen's answer.
That's what I mean, compromising.
Yeah, and that's the correct answer, yeah. So, and what about you two? Any subjects? Because, of course, Karen, you're so well-travelled in your life. You started life in Venezuela, and then it was the USA, and now it's here. So I'm thinking geography for you. You must know.
Possibly, but I do like food, and I like drinking.
That's around.
And I like shoes, so anything about fashion, no questions about, no topics about fashion.
Could come
anything.
up. Kevin, I know you love your sport.
Yeah, sport would probably be mine, but then Anthony's probably better than me, so I'm not sure for me, actually. Whatever Karen decides.
OK, let's see. This is already a lot of fun. Here we go. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers' chosen charity. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, 11 left feet. The challengers actually won the last game, which proves it can be done. That means there's £1,000 that says you can't beat the Eggheads today. Do you want to give it a go?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of arts and books. So that wasn't mentioned just now, was it, actually?
OK, I'd like some input here. Anybody particularly good with art and or books?
I haven't read a book since I was 16. That doesn't sound good.
I'll be a maybe if no one else feels confident.
We got a maybe. Maybe is a confident.
Maybe is the best answer.
Right, it looks like our maybe. Monsieur Le Jay here.
Yeah, I know, he reads. Now, Jay, who would you like to take on? Which of these eggheads looks as if they haven't seen a book in a while?
Well, I know Dave is great at sport, so let's get you out of the running for that one later. I think I will try you.
Nice strategic
That's
move.
interesting. He
Nice.
wants
I've got your back,
to show.
guys. I mean, not now, I'm going to be terrible, but you're out of the game.
Let's see. Jay from 11 Left Feet taking on Tremendous Knowledge Dave from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, would you please both take your positions in our famous question room? Jay, I seem to remember you were in the 2015 series of Strictly.
That's right.
And you did rather well.
Not bad. Pretty
You're
good.
so modest, you probably don't even ever say you won it.
Oh, yeah, but I never rode a horse, you know.
Yeah, which I did, that's true. Well, that's Karen's fault. And the thing I remember was standing on the balcony and watching you do that Pulp Fiction jive, which was still, I think, the best ever dance on Strictly.
Oh, I don't know. You sat next to some other Strictly contestants. I think they might disagree.
You came through the boy band route, didn't you, with The Wanted?
Yeah. So I did 5 years with those guys, then a few years off, and then I flew back home and tried out Strictly, and it went as pretty much as good as it could have gone.
Yeah, did you feel that you were able to enjoy it? Because it's very hard work, isn't it?
I mean, it's like being on Eggheads. It's stressful while you're there, but you're also enjoying the moment with nervous energy, you know?
So tell us about The Wanted. Do you still see the other guys in the band?
Yeah, I actually saw one of my bandmates just last week. We went to a death metal concert to a band called Primitive Weapons. That was fun.
And what about touring again and all that kind of stuff?
Maybe in the future with the guys, but at the minute I've just been in a musical called Big, which was based on the Tom Hanks film. So that's what I've been up to.
Oh, tell us about that. How was that?
Really good. I learned how to play piano with my feet, which was interesting. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, the cast was really great, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. And that all came from Strictly. So cool.
Brilliant. Well, listen, good luck here, Jay.
Oh, mate.
I'm rooting for you
Thanks.
from the balcony here.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Answer books is the subject, Jay, and you're against Dave. And would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second, please.
OK, so Dave starts. Here is your question. What French term, meaning open air, refers to the practice of finishing an entire painting whilst outdoors? Plein air, au naturel, or al fresco?
It's just the definition of total brain freeze here. I'm going to go al fresco, but that's me. Yeah, al fresco.
Man, I can't believe you've done that.
I know.
Because that's not French, is it?
No, it isn't.
What's happened there?
It's brain freeze.
It's the mention of The Wanted that's done that, Jay. Yeah. He's got all the songs going around in his head.
He's only human.
Al fresco is wrong.
Totally wrong. Dumb Britain for
Plein
me.
air is the answer we wanted, and au naturel would mean in the nude.
Yeah.
All right, here's your question. Now you need to press the advantage, Jay, OK? Don't let him back in. According to a line in Shakespeare's Henry IV, Part 1, what is the better part of valour? Discretion, attention, or contrition?
I'm going to say it's between the first and last one because I assume that they mean not being big-headed while you do it. So would that be discretion or contrition? I'm going to just go with discretion, please.
Discretion is your answer. Challengers, do we know this?
We're all guessing.
Think
That's
it's
what
that.
we would have
Yes,
gone for.
they,
Yeah.
That's what
they
we
like
do.
it. Discretion is the better part of valour. That's right.
Yeah.
Well done, Jay. Oh, Dave, right, let's see. Get those Wanted songs out of your head.
Yeah.
Which British artist designed the cover of BT's Bradford and District 1989 telephone directory? Dave, Lucian Freud, David Hockney, or Tracy Emin?
David Hockney's from Bradford, so I'm going to go David Hockney.
David Hockney is the right answer. All right, so, Jay, just keep on keeping on. Get this one right, the next one right, you're in the final round. Which British author was awarded the 1907 Nobel Prize for Literature in consideration of, and this is the quote, the power of observation, originality of imagination, virility of ideas, and remarkable talent for narration which characterize his creations? That's a very long quote, and the options are these: Rudyard Kipling, Thomas Hardy, or P.G. Wodehouse. I'll read it again for you, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Which British author was awarded the 1907 Nobel Prize for Literature, open quotes, in consideration of the power of observation, originality of imagination, virility of ideas, and remarkable talent for narration, which characterize his creations? That's the quote.
Okay. I mean, this one, I only really know anything by Rudyard Kipling. And I'm trying to think if I know anyone that would have won a Nobel Prize. And I think Yeah, his stuff sounds like, I mean, it is very original, I think. It sounds only like him. I mean, it's as good a guess as any I can have, I think, so I'm sure there are people groaning if this is wrong, but I'm going to go with Rudyard Kipling.
Rudyard Kipling is your answer. Let's just check with the Eggheads here. Can we do some dates on these, Barry? So this is the 1907 Nobel Prize.
Yeah, so Hardy's never won the Nobel Prize.
Right.
He should have done, but he never did.
Yeah.
And P.G. Wodehouse has never won it, so the answer is absolutely right.
Rudyard Kipling is right. Well done. Boom, Jay.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so Hardy was still alive then, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
And P.G. Wodehouse, was he quite young then?
Quite young.
Yes.
All right. Oh, Dave. What is it? Al fresco, Dave?
Al fresco.
Yeah.
I'm going to be thrown out al fresco.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen if you get this wrong.
Yep.
Quatermain's terms, The Common Pursuit and Hidden Laughter, are plays by which English writer? Dave, is it Terence Rattigan, Joe Orton, or Simon Gray?
I don't know. I'm going to rule out Joe Orton. It's between the two. I've been thrown out by Terence Rattigan before, so I'll try him again. Terence Rattigan.
So Terence Rattigan has caused you to be, what, go down the chute?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
You've done it again, it's wrong.
Simon Gray.
Yeah, Simon Gray's the answer. Well done, Jay. That's it. You're in the final round. How about that? Yeah. Took on an Egghead and emerged triumphant, and you will be in the final round, Jay. Dave's been knocked out. Please come back and rejoin your teams. As it stands, 11 left feet have not lost any brains from the final round yet. The Eggheads have lost a brain. You had this amazing run against the celebs, didn't you? You won 19 games in a row, was it? You lost the last one, and now look at you, battered and bruised. The next subject is science. Ah, bit of silence there. Science now.
You fancy that? Somebody has to go, and I don't
I
like...
sort of fancied it, but it's not like real science. It's like weird science.
It can be birds and plants.
Do you feel like there's a subject that you guys would shine particularly? Because I will.
Possibly not.
I will take
May
a
not
B
come
team
up.
for this
Okay,
one.
I think you should do it because you're the captain.
Then I will take the hit. I will take the hit. I will do
Okay,
science because I
okay.
am science-y.
All right, Cassidy from 11 left feet. But against whom? And it can't be Dave.
I think you should go with Judith.
Judith. Jeremy, I'm going to go with Judith, please.
All right, Cassidy from 11 left feet taking on Judith on science. It's not your favourite, is it?
Not exactly.
Please go to the question room now. So, Cassidy, you came to the UK to do comedy initially.
Yes, but there's a slight flaw in that, Jeremy.
Go on.
I'm not funny.
Oh, what? So you did some stand-up and you decided that was not for you?
I've actually been booed out of the Comedy Store twice.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely.
Was it a particular joke or
It was a particular style of jokes. When I get nervous, I get really inappropriate. And when I get inappropriate, I say things that are really, really inappropriate, and that it just goes all wrong from there.
Well, comedy is the toughest thing, isn't it? I really, having a brother who's a comedian, I can't believe how hard it is.
I don't know. It's a toss-up, to be honest with you. Comedy is tough because you're being judged on your own creative ability to come up with jokes. But dancing in front of 10 million people, as you well know, is a pretty tough one, too.
Well, yeah, that's true. And in between the comedy and the dancing, the Marines took you out to Afghanistan.
Yes, twice. I volunteered for 2 tours of Afghanistan. The first one was as a soldier, as a GD, general duty soldier, and the second one was as a medic, which unfortunately was cut short along with my leg.
And that changed your life?
Definitely. I mean, it meant I couldn't stay in the Royal Marines anymore. But that's okay because, you know what? I had wicked bad athlete's foot on that side. So it's okay. I've got half as much now.
Then we get to Strictly and the people Strictly, and you danced with Natalie. What was that like for you?
Incredible. Natalie is a very good friend of mine, and she's a very patient woman. And she, to be honest with you, she won that. I was kind of dragged along kicking and screaming.
You dancing the Paso Doble, was that the one?
Yes, it was the Paso Doble, yeah.
Go on, take us back into the moment, because it's an incredible feeling.
It is a fantastic feeling. I've got nothing but smiles on my face right now. I'm trying to suppress them to try and be all professional, but it was to walk out onto that stage and be in the spotlight without music, without pyrotechnics, just me and the world in front of me and saying, watch what I'm about to do. Man, there's no better feeling.
Here we are on Science, Cassidy. I'm hoping this is good for you. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back down to earth here. Cassidy, do you want to go first or second?
I'll probably go first on this one. I don't think that we're going to get lucky twice in a row on the old going seconds.
All right, here we go. Science, your first question. Good luck. When is adrenaline typically produced in the human body? Is it when excited or stressed, when asleep, or when bored?
Jeremy, could you spell the question backwards, please? I'll be honest with you. Adrenaline is created when you're excited or stressed. I know this from experience.
When excited or stressed is quite right. Have you got a question wrong yet? Challenges? I don't think so. Okay, Judith, here's your question. What type of animal is the salamander? Is the salamander a fish, mammal, or amphibian?
A salamander.
Salamander.
It's not a mammal, anyhow. I think it's an amphibian. I don't think it's a fish.
Is she right, Eggheads?
She is.
Yes, you are right. Amphibian it is. I thought you might go fish for a minute.
I know. I was a bit worried.
Yeah, because of what's already happened in this contest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Something's up. All right, Cassidy. Of these 3 dinosaurs, which was believed to have been the tallest? T-Rex, Velociraptor, or Compsognathus?
Compsognathus. Well, you know, I love Jurassic Park. I'll be honest with you. I'm a big fan of the film. I thought it was great. And we all know that the velociraptors are just bigger than human beings and with that big claw thing that they've got. The T-Rex is a ginormous animal with ginormous teeth that eat people on the toilet. Compsognathus. I don't know. I would say that because they reference in the books a dinosaur called the Compies, which are very small dinosaurs. So I'm going to go with T-Rex.
I love you. Well, this is all out of Jurassic World, basically, but it's working. T-Rex is right.
Yeah.
Playing amazing. They're playing like they dance, this team. Okay, Judith, which organ of the human body is located directly beneath the liver? Is this the heart, gallbladder, or voice box?
Well, heart's there, voice box there. I imagine the gallbladder. Where is your liver? I think it's this side, isn't it? Gallbladder.
Gallbladder is right. Okay, Cassidy, get this one right. Put a bit of pressure on Judith. Which of these types of bird typically has the largest wingspan? Flamingo, condor, or golden eagle?
Look, I'll be honest with you. My instinct is to go with condor because I know eagles are big, proud animals. I feel like I really want to go with condor. I don't think that they would name a supersonic jet after a bird that has a small wingspan. Nobody gets into their Flamingo 747, do they? So I'm going to go with condor.
Let's check with the Eggheads. Eggs?
Totally right.
Condor is correct. Go on. This is a really interesting contest. Okay, Judith, you need to get this right to stay in. Which of these is a type of extinct zebra? Is it quagga, thylacine, or great auk?
I have no idea what a thylacine is. It doesn't sound like an animal at all. But it's a quagga.
Quagga is the right answer, so 3-3 after 3 questions. We go to sudden death, Cassidy. It gets a bit harder.
I'm overjoyed, Jeremy.
I don't give you alternative answers. The 2 living species of the family Hippopotamidae are the common hippopotamus and which other much smaller relative?
So I'm looking at what, a smaller hippopotamus? Like a tiny hippopotamus, like Hippopotamus minora or something like that, right? How about, I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna go with like Hippopotamus minora or something like that.
Okay, Hippopotamus minora. I mean, you are so on the right track. It's pygmy hippopotamus. Karen, you said that, Karen, did you? Karen said that here.
Oh, thanks, Karen.
Okay, Judith can take the round now, fighting back for the Eggheads. Here's your sudden death question. Anser and Branta are the scientific names for the so-called grey and black types of which bird?
I don't know why, but geese spring to mind. I'm probably wrong, but I think that's what it might be. Geese.
Geese is your answer, Eggheads?
She's right.
You're right. Geese is
Really?
the answer. Yes, she's taken it on sudden death there, Cassidy. Sorry.
It's okay, I hang my head high.
I can see how competitive you are. You've been knocked out, though. Return to us, please. We'll play round 3. So, things have been level up here. 11 left feet have now lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads have lost one as well. We play on. The next subject is film and TV. Who would like this?
Guys, who wants film and TV?
I think everybody.
Is it going to be the Cliftons?
Should we go for it? Do you want?
You go for it.
All right, let's do it.
So I can do it.
We've got to see this.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, it's going to be Karen and Kevin together in the booth. We've never seen this before on Eggheads, playing as a team Or is that optimistic? And who would you like to take on, Ken K? Barry on the left, Pat in the middle, and then Steve on the right. So Barry, Pat, or Steve? Who looks like they struggle with their TV?
Oh, I have a crush on Barry.
Oh, go on, and he'll love that.
Hi, Barry.
Hi.
How are you? You want to
Barry.
dance?
Absolutely. All right, now I'm competitive with Barry.
So it is going to be Karen and Kevin together from 11 left feet, seeing if they can overwhelm Barry from the Eggheads, although he looks like he's already overwhelmed.
Oh, it's a dream come true.
Please, all of you, go to the question room now. Well, I can't believe you're in the booth there, Karen and Kevin.
Can't believe it either.
This is
really exciting.
It's a great Eggheads moment. Barry's excited too, Barry, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Hopefully Barry will completely just break down and get everything wrong, but we'll have to see. I hardly need to say dancing is your life, and my goodness, you give so much pleasure with your dancing to so many people.
Yeah, well, I've been dancing since I was 4 years old. And Karen, how long?
Since I was 8 years old. Very long time. Very old. It's a great thing. And to have danced with you, Jeremy, I mean, come on. We made memories on that dance floor. That dance floor would never be the same.
For me, for sure. And starting with you and your dance history, Karen, I remember always saying to you, you started when you were 8 and I started on August the 8th. And it was when you came to the USA, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was born in Venezuela and my parents moved to New York. And I was in a school program for kids who had difficult backgrounds, and dancing was one of the things that they had in which they picked me. I was very lucky to be picked, and then that's where it all started. And I went on to the Martha Graham School of Contemporary Dance, and then the Performing Arts High School, also known as the Fame School, and now I'm here in London.
Yeah, and the move into ballroom and Latin. Well, let's ask you, Kevin, about that, because it seems a strange thing for a child to do, but I guess you got some guidance from your parents, did you?
Yeah, my story isn't nearly as interesting as that. I started in Grimsby just because my parents were dancers. My parents were world Latin champions, so apparently I just started joining in classes at their dance school when I was about 4 years old and started doing competitions dancing with my sister.
And your parents watch you all the time on Strictly.
Yeah, they're massive fans of Strictly. They're there sort of every week when the show's on. Because obviously my sister's on the show as well now. So, they're really proud of the whole thing.
And Karen, do you ever get tired of dancing? I know the answer, but tell me anyway.
No, I don't actually. I love it. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't dancing. I mean, I love cooking and doing Pilates and, you know, taking care of our new dog, Betty, and taking care of Kevin. But, you know, dance is our life.
Well, Barry, they're two of the very best, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, I think I've never wanted to lose a head-to-head more than this one.
Karen and Kevin, would you like to go first or second against Barry?
Let's go first.
First.
OK, you two, take your time, playing against the great Barry, known as the Brain. Who directed the film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels? Is it Christopher Nolan, Sam Mendes or Guy Ritchie?
I think I know this one.
I think I know this one as well. Wasn't Guy Ritchie married to Madonna? That's how I know him.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I think that's who directed the film.
Might be him.
I'm pretty sure it's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I think it's Guy Ritchie as well. That's our
Ritchie.
answer, Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie is correct. Yes! This is working. I like the way you work it out.
The husband and wife teamwork.
Yeah. OK, Barry, your question. In which TV series did Stephen Tompkinson play a priest called Peter Clifford? Ballykiss Angel, Monarch of the Glen, or Pie in the Sky?
Well, this series was set in the beautiful country of Ireland. I remember it very well. And the only one of those three that is set in Ireland is Ballykiss Angel, so that's my answer.
It is the right answer, Ballykiss Angel. All right, so, your second question. Take your time. Which Doctor Who villain has been played by Roger Delgado, Anthony Ainley, and John Sim? Davros, the Master, or the Black Guardian?
Oh, I never watched Doctor Who.
I'm such a geek normally, but I've never watched Doctor Who either.
Let's pick the one that sounds the most dangerous.
Davros?
Davros?
Who sounds the most dangerous?
It just sounds because... Oh, this is going to be a very... an educated guess.
What's your instinct?
Davros, for some reason.
Is it?
I don't know.
My instinct went the Master, but
Okay.
I have no logic behind that. I think we all know the outcome of this. Let's go with your answer.
Oh, if I get it wrong, I need to buy new shoes. Okay,
What?
here we go.
Answer.
Davros.
It's the Master.
Oh no!
Oh, a disaster.
Sorry.
Told you you never listened to me.
Oh. But you so nearly swerved. You so nearly swerved onto it. Okay, the pain of that. The answer is the Master. Barry, your question. Who played the title role in the 2016 TV drama The Night Manager? Was this Michael Sheen, Idris Elba, or Tom Hiddleston?
Oh, couldn't you have given me one I didn't know the answer to? I watched every episode of this and it was stunningly original and brilliant. And I'm so afraid to say that the answer was, unfortunately, Tom Hiddleston.
It was Tom Hiddleston, you're right. Don't worry, Karen and Kevin, you're not out of it yet, and we are very much enjoying the way you're working these out. It's it's the most dramatic in the booth performance we've ever had. Okay, so here is your question. Third question, get this right, put a bit of pressure on Barry. Which 2014 film stars Keanu Reeves as a hitman who comes out of retirement after thugs kill his dog? Is this John Wick, Nightcrawler, or The Guest?
Oh, that's not very nice that they killed his
I just
dog.
watched Nightcrawler. It's not that. I actually think I know it because I think I can picture like the poster with him on it.
Yeah. Was it John Wick?
Yeah, I think it's John Wick.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely go with John Wick.
John Wick it is.
Let me just check with your teammates here. Are they right?
They're
Definitely.
right.
You're right. Yes! Yes! Good quizzing from the Cliftons. That's good. All right, so 2 out of 3. Is it enough to go to sudden death? If Barry gets this right, he's in the final round. Here we go. Barry, who created the TV series The Sopranos? Was it Vince Gilligan, David Chase, or David Benioff?
Do you know, I watched every single episode of The Sopranos. I could name every single cast member, but who created it? I never stopped to watch the credits at the end. Oh, let me think. It's not Vince Gilligan. And for once, I hope I'm not right on this one. I really do. But I have an awful suspicion it was David Chase.
Let's check with the Eggheads here. Is it right?
Yes.
Yes.
David Chase is the right answer. 3 out of 3.
Well done, Barry.
Oh, but Clifters, well played. That was brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant quizzing. So dramatic. Karen and Kevin, thank you very much indeed. That was immense. But you'll be beaten by our Egghead, so Barry will be in the final. Please return. We got one more round to play. Can't believe it. We've lost Kevin and Karen. From the final, Kevin, you always make the final.
Not anymore.
And it sounded like there's some deal whereby if you get knocked out, you have to buy Karen new shoes.
I still can't quite work out the logic behind that.
I like it.
I like it. So Karen gets a new pair of shoes. As it stands, 11 left feet have lost 2 brains from the final round, if we count Karen and Kevin as one. The Eggheads have just lost the 1 brain, Dave. And the last subject before the final is sport. So who would like this? Anthony.
By all the faces, I think it's me. I think,
Now, you can choose either Pat or Steve. So
Brilliant.
the 2 burly guys here.
We've got a little piece of paper before we started to show all your, all the things you've done.
Stats.
Oh, your stats. And both stats are pretty awesome. I mean, Pat, for your stat was just a little bit better, so I'm going to go for Steve. It's okay.
Yeah, divide and conquer.
All right, so Anthony from 11 left feet is taking on Steve, our newest Egghead here. And just to ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions for the last time in the question room. So, Anthony, what took you into boxing?
Well, I was always really into sport as a kid. My mum brought me up, me and my 4 sisters. So I think I got bullied at home by 5 women, and I thought I need to learn to defend myself. So I went down to the boxing gym, and I've never looked back since.
And I'm thinking junior Olympic champion in 2004 was probably your breakthrough moment, was it?
Yeah, I mean, as funny as it sounds, I started boxing in 2002, I think it was. So by the time I got selected to box for England, then go to Texas. I mean, I'd never even been on a plane before. And now I'm travelling across the Atlantic to go to Texas, boxing the Junior Olympic Games was just amazing. And I won the gold medal, and I also won the most outstanding boxer of the tournament award, which was a nice bonus, really. And it was then I thought, you know, I could actually be like quite good at this. Up until then, I did it because I just enjoyed it. I loved the aspect of it, like the physical combat, but not just that, the mental mind games, having to try to like guess what your opponent is going to do and try to kind of beat him and counteract that. And then, yeah, I was 15 years old, and I thought, John, I'm going to really take it serious now, because maybe one day if I work hard, apply myself correctly, I can make a job and a career out of it. And that's what I've done so far, relatively successfully. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And we met on Strictly, didn't we? And you were with OT.
We did. I think, like I said in my intro, I mean, I didn't stay very long, so I'm pleased, first and foremost, Jeremy, you remember me, because a lot of the guys didn't. I was quite a swift appearance. Not as swift as Ewan Thomas, though, so I may have chucked that one in there, little dig to Ewan. But, yeah, no, it was great fun. You know, I really enjoyed it. At the time, I was otherwise incapacitated. I had a bad shoulder at the time, so I couldn't box. So there's not many better ways to spend your rehab, so to speak, than doing the biggest TV show, you know, in the country and having an amazing time, meeting loads of amazing people like yourself and Karen and Kevin. And it's put some nice memories in the old memory bank for me to kind of look back on in years to come.
And you'll be back boxing soon?
Yeah, fingers crossed, back in the ring soon, back boxing, back winning, back, you know, as nasty as it sounds, back like knocking people out and hopefully become world champion not too far.
All right, well, good luck on that. And more immediately, good luck on this, playing sport against Steve. And Anthony, you can choose whether you go first or second.
I'm going to let Steve get the first punch in, so I'll let him go first, and I'll try to, you know, bob and weave and come back with my own blows.
OK, Steve. Which boxer bit a chunk out of Evander Holyfield's ear in a 1997 world title bout? Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, or Riddick Bowe?
Yeah, I'm sure this would have been perfect for Anthony. It's Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is quite right. Anthony, here's your first question. Which female British tennis player achieved a career-best world ranking of 9 in 2016? Johanna Konta, Laura Robson, or Naomi Broady?
I like tennis. I think it's Johanna Konta. I mean, I think she's our British female #1 at the moment, so I'll go her. Johanna Konta, please, Jeremy.
Johanna Konta is right. Well done, Anthony. Steve, your question. The winners of both the men's and women's marathons at the 2016 Olympics were athletes from which country? Tunisia, Kenya, or Japan?
Well, I think this nation is renowned for long-distance runners, if I've got it right, and that's Kenya.
Kenya is correct. Anthony, how many goals did Jamie Vardy score for Leicester City in the 2015-16 season? 14, 24, or 44?
It wasn't 14 and it wasn't 44. So I want to go 24, please.
24 is right. Well done. Well done. OK, Steve. The brother of which golfer caused controversy with his criticisms of American golf fans on the eve of the Ryder Cup in 2016? Is it Ian Poulter, Paul Casey, or Danny Willett?
Yeah, and I think he and the team lived to regret it. It was Danny Willett.
Danny Willett is right. All right, get this right, and we go to sudden death. Sophie Christiansen has won Paralympic gold medals in which sport? Anthony, is it equestrian, swimming, or athletics?
You've got me. I don't think it's swimming. I don't think it's athletics. I'm going to purely go equestrian just because I think I'd like to have known if they were the other two, but I don't know. And if I am wrong, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to go equestrian.
You're a good quizzer, Anthony. Equestrian is right. Yeah! Well done. Well done. So, 3 questions. Scores are level. Here we are again. Sudden death. It gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternatives, Anthony. Steve, your question. Sudden death. Which English Rugby Union Premiership team's badge consists of a star and a crescent?
Saracens?
Saracens is right. Anthony, which UK racecourse played host to the Derby, normally run at Epsom during both World Wars?
You've got me again. I think I'm going to go Ascot. I think it would be the obvious one to go to. So, again, it's a bit of a stab in the dark, but I'm going to go Ascot.
Ascot is your answer. I don't know this. Eggheads?
Newmarket.
Newmarket is the answer, Anthony. Sorry, sudden death has knocked you out. Steve is in the final round. That's how these eggheads roll, I'm afraid. But let's see what happens. You are not out of it. You can still win, no question. We're going to play the final round. So this is what we've been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So it is Cassidy, Anthony, Karen and Kevin from 11 Left Feet, and also Dave from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave the studio? Well, Jay and Robin, good luck here. How are you feeling? You're doing the fist bump.
Yeah, we're getting prepared for the onslaught.
Robin, tell us what you've been up to since Strictly.
The last couple of years, I've been on tour. Last year, I was touring in a dance show called Keep Dancing, along with Jay and Aliona, actually. So we've become friends through that.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Great stuff.
And the year before that, I toured the UK for a year with Putting on the Ritz. So I've just been on the road for the last 2 years.
And you were, I was just reminding myself, you were the answer to a question on this show. The question, you'll love this backstage, was which Strictly dancer is married to Karen Clifton? And obviously Karen Howard, as it then was. Judith, you said it was Robin.
Did I?
Yes. So I just wondered if you were going to apologise to Kevin at some point.
Well, I apologise, Kevin.
Right. Do you remember that happening, Cliftons? Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, we've just brought that to mind. So on Strictly, Robin, you danced with Patsy Kensit, Anita Dobson, Lisa Riley as well, famously.
Everybody always asks you who was your favourite, and it's like if you've got kids asking which one you like the best. But Lisa Riley and myself, we got on so well, we became best friends. We still speak every week at least. And we all thought that she was going to be the joke contestant because of her size, and she came out there and she proved everybody wrong. And she went on to the semi-final, which was the best year for me.
Good. And for all dancers, you have to protect yourselves against injury, don't you? And sometimes there's a setback and you need to get through it.
Yeah, sadly, I had a bit of a back problem. I actually danced another year after Lisa with Deborah Meaden, and after that, my back decided it had enough and had a couple of discs pop out, and they had to rush me into surgery a couple of weeks before the show started, so I had to withdraw from Strictly that year.
But it's because what you put your bodies through, it's just amazing. Well, Jay, you know this, watching them dance. They are fitter than anyone I've ever met.
Yeah, it's not just the one dance that we do. They do all the pro stuff and all the rehearsals, and there's hours more work that go into what you guys do, so our one dance a week was tough enough for me.
But I was very fortunate because I was so fit from what I'd done. I was actually recovered in 8 weeks, and I was back on Strictly doing one of the group numbers 8 weeks after surgery. They all thought I was crazy, but I was absolutely fine.
And is it true the pros can learn a dance in, well, it took me 8 days, but I gather it's 14 minutes?
Give or take a couple.
You just tell them what to do and they do it, and they never have to be told twice. Amazing. All right, here we go. Jay and Robin, you're playing to win 11 Left Feet, £1,000. Barry, Pat, Steve and Judith, you're playing for something that money can't buy, which is the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time, the questions are all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. So, Jay and Robin, the question is, can your 2 brains defeat these 4 over here? You're better at dancing, are you better at quizzing? That's the question. Would you like to go first or second, Robin?
We'd like to go first, please.
Yeah. OK, good luck. Your teammates are watching on. How many days did Tim Peake spend in space in 2015 and 2016? Was it 86, 186, or 386?
More than a year. Was it more than a year?
Yeah,
I thought it was more than a year.
Yeah, I'm open to that.
Which makes it has to be 386.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Maybe it's too long, but let's go for it.
I'm sure it's more than a year.
Yeah.
OK, so we're going to go with 386.
386 is your answer. Eggheads, is that right?
Seems too long
I think
to me.
it's 6 months.
6 months, you
So
think?
it must be 186.
Ah, the answer is 186.
Come on, Tim. A few more months than that, mate.
All right, Eggheads. In which year was British Rail, or as it was originally known, British Railways, established? 1748, 1848, or 1948?
Just after the Second World War, when it was nationalised, it must be.
Was that when it was
1948.
nationalised?
Well, it simply didn't exist.
Yes.
You just had
all different
You had
companies.
Great
All
Western
Yeah,
Railway.
all
and-
different
Yeah.
divisions.
So
I think that was
1948.
post World War II Labour government.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that. We think that's 1948.
1948 is correct. Challengers, your question. Which country was the most common destination for UK citizens who emigrated in 2015? Australia, Canada, or India?
You seem pretty confident on this.
I said Australia before they even came up, the answers, so you agree?
Go for it.
OK, we're going to go for Australia.
Australia is your answer. And am I hearing a bit of Australian twang in your voice, Robin? Or?
I've lived there, here and there. I've actually just come back. I've been there for 2 weeks, so...
You love it?
Yeah, I walked back with the accent.
OK. Australia is the right answer.
Yes.
Yes!
Well done.
All right. So you're level. That's very good. Now we need the Eggheads to slip up. What is the full first name of the comedian, actor, and knight of the realm, Lenny Henry? Leontine, Leonard, or Lenworth?
Lenworth.
Is it Lenworth?
I think I've heard.
Rather strange name, unusual name, but Lenworth. Everybody happy?
Yeah.
We think his name is Lenworth.
How do you know this stuff? Lenworth is right. I was hoping they'd go wrong there,
Same.
because that's not an easy question.
I mean, you knew.
I answered it before.
didn't know.
You knew it.
Yeah.
All right, so your third question, and you have to get this right to stay in. Which actor won an Outstanding Achievement Olivier Award in 2000 for his role in the Keith Waterhouse play Geoffrey Bernard is Unwell? Richard Harris, Peter O'Toole, or Oliver Reed?
I really only know Peter O'Toole, but I don't know.
Is he any good?
I don't know. I just know the name.
Okay. I say go with the guy that you recognise.
You think so?
Yeah.
OK. Well, I think it's...
Let's roll the dice.
1 out of 3.
Yeah.
OK, we're going to go with Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole is your answer. We're on the edge here. If you've got it wrong, the contest is over. Peter O'Toole is right. Well done.
Go on. Awesome.
Brilliant. Okay, now we want the Eggheads to collapse. The Laccadive Sea is a part of which ocean? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic, or Indian Ocean?
Indian.
The
Laccadive Islands are in the Indian Ocean.
Are a province of India. Are we all happy with that?
Yeah.
We think the Laccadive Islands are a province of India, and we think the Laccadive Sea is in the Indian Ocean.
They do seem a bit certain. They spend their lunch hour just looking at maps. You say as part of the Indian Ocean. If you're wrong, we go to sudden death. If you're right, the contest, brilliant contest today, is over. The correct answer is Indian Ocean. So we say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won.
Really good.
I said it with no joy. Yeah, honestly, what fun seeing you all. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Great time, yeah.
Battling it out. Well done,
Yeah,
guys. That was
well,
impressive.
that just towards the end was nip and tuck there. Thank you at the back. Commiserations to our challengers. That was such a great contest today. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. Here you are, you're back on your feet in Celebrity Quizland. Eggheads, you raised your game for the dancers, didn't you? It does mean the challengers don't win the £1,000 for the charities, so the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, very well done. I wonder if you're going to get back into your stride. Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. There'll be a £2,000 jackpot. Until then, goodbye.